That was not the case with her. So once again, I'm still questioning, are we really landing on a directional preference here?
It's a soft 45% is what you're telling
That's
us.
a soft 45, yes.
And you're 5% away from getting to where you're not going to have it on grand rounds, right? So
That's correct. Yeah, well, we're on visit 2, so
one more
I've got one more visit here. So
before they start, taking your credentials away from you.
that's right. That's
That's
right.
right. Okay. All right, go ahead. Where did you go from there?
So we have some similar baselines, slightly better left rotation, but the presentation is really about the same. Have her perform the exercise. I'm pretty satisfied with how she's doing it technique-wise. Really the same response, just a bit of improvement. And in my mind, I want to go back to what we did before that locked her up. I want to see what happens with that force progression. And so we went there fairly quickly on visit 2. I think I had her really give self overpressure first. That seemed to be fine. In fact, I think it was helpful in terms of gaining a bit more rotation. So then I brought my hands in again and gave clinician overpressure. And this time she's gaining ground.
When you say self overpressure, Steve, what do you mean by that?
So in the same setup with the ball, hands up, I'm having her just really press hard, really lift the elbows, trying to get them pointed at the ceiling, press into the ball as firmly as she can.
Okay.
Any way I can give the patient to just up the level of force, I call that patient overpressure.
Sure. Okay. All right.
So the clinician overpressure, again, was much different response visit 2 than visit 1. Appears to be reducing further and further and further. So in my mind, again, I'm seeing a reductive process play out here. Force progression is appropriate. Still in my mind, I'm thinking, what about lateral? But with the changes I'm seeing in front of me, I really can't justify going lateral. I'm seeing improvement on all facets of her baseline. So we talked through that. We talked about frequency of doing exercises at home. We talked about giving that extra pressure, trying to get these joints to end range. And we're in agreement that was a good plan. So that was visit 2.
Is there much discussion about posture, that kind of other piece about, yes, we need to add something into your life, but we also need to limit or try to reduce things that might have offended this structure?
Month after month, new guest experts sharing actual patient cases and subscribers sharing their own challenging and interesting cases. Check out Case Conversations at mechanicalcareforum.com.